Hello and welcome to Learn with Hema's class. My dear students, this video is on Julius Caesar Act 1 Scene 3 from class 9 ICSE board and Evergreen workbook. Along with the question and answers from the Evergreen workbook, I shall also be discussing the multiple choice questions from the same. I have already done videos on Julius Caesar Act 1 Scene 1, Act 1 Scene 2, question and answers from the Evergreen workbook. I have also uploaded question and answers of Julius Caesar Act 1 Scene 1 from Cinna publication. I'll be coming up with my new videos on question and answers of Act 1 Scene 1, Act 1 Scene 2 from Morning Star publication. And if you want anything else from any other publication, you can write the publication name in the comment box and let me know so that I can work on it. So moving ahead, quickly I'll start up with the lesson, with the video. But before going ahead, one small request, as I always do, that please, if you are not a subscriber of my channel, please do subscribe to my channel Learn with Hema and also share it with your friends. If you like the video, if you find them useful, please do not forget to hit the like button. And if you have any queries regarding any of the things, you can definitely put your queries in the comment box. So let's move ahead with Julius Caesar Act 1 Scene 3 question and answer, starting with multiple choice question from Evergreen workbook. The very first question is, the first person Casca meets on the stormy night is A. Cassius, B. Cicero, C. Cinna and D. Brutus. So the correct answer is B. Cicero. Next question. The common slave held up his fleming. A. Left hand, B. Right hand, C. Left leg, D. Head. So the correct option is A. Left hand. Third question. The bird of night hooted and shrieked in the A. Senate house, B. Upon Caesar house, C. Upon the marketplace, D. In the Capitol. So the correct option is C. Upon the marketplace. Fourth one. Casca was terrified to see a heap of. Options are A. 10,000 ghastly women, B. 100 ghastly women, C. Burning bodies, D. Ghosts. So the correct option is B. 100 ghastly women. So the fifth question is, Casca feared that the Senate intended A. to crown Caesar, B. to give Caesar more powers, C. to remove Caesar. So the correct option is A. to crown Caesar. So these are your multiple choice questions, 5 questions which are there in your workbook. Additional MCQs I will be giving in my further videos. To go ahead, now we'll start with the question and answers with the very first passage. The passage is Casca. Now know you, Casca, I have moved already some certain of the noblest-minded Romans to undergo with me an enterprise of honourable dangerous consequence. So this is the passage. Let's come to the first question. What assurance has Casca just given Cassius that he can be trusted? So the first answer is, Casca had just assured Cassius that he is a trusted man who never betrays a friend's confidence. He has given him his hand that he is fully prepared to join the conspiracy to redress the wrongs. So this is your first answer from the first passage. Next question is, how does Casca prove true to his words when the conspirators are about to kill Caesar later on? So the answer is 1. It is Casca who gives the first stab to Caesar later on when the conspirators have gathered around Caesar to kill him. 3. Who in particular is the noblest-minded Romans? Write 2 sentences about them. Answer. The noble-minded Roman alluded to is Brutus, who is acclaimed by all as noble and honourable. Brutus was considered Caesar's friend. He was a respectable official of Rome and beloved of the people. Explain, what is this enterprise? Why is it honourable dangerous consequence? Answer. This enterprise is the conspiracy, a plot to kill Caesar in order to save the country from tyranny. It was honourable because it was supposed to be noble and for republicanism. but it was full of dangerous consequences as it could lead to the civil strife which is considered very dangerous for any country. Where does Cassius ask Casca to meet? The speaker Cassius asks Casca to meet in a deserted street near Pompey's porch, where all the other conspirators had been asked to gather for the enterprise. Now this is the next passage. Now could I, Casca, name to thee a man, most like this dreadful night, that thunders, lightens, opens graves and roars, as doth the lion in the Capitol. Question 1. Who is the speaker? Which man is the speaker hinting at? Answer. Cassius speaks this line to Casca. The speaker is hinting at Caesar. How does Cassius blame the Romans for their submissive attitude? This is the second one. Answer. The Romans are now more inspired by their mother's spirits and the manner, so they are weak and timid like women. They are ready to submit to oppression. How does Cassius compare the men to themselves? Cassius compares the men, Julius Caesar, to him and his associates. He believes that men not superior to them, but he has become extraordinary and terrible. In what ways has this man grown prodigious and fearful like these strange eruptions? Answer. Cassius wants to convey that the man, Caesar, is in no way superior to him or others. It is the people who have given him undue importance and undeserved honors that have made him threatening and fearful. Fifth question. How does Cassius use the storm to obtain a commitment from Casca? What is the commitment? Answer. Cassius refers to the stormy weather to equate it with their enterprise, which is bloody, fiery and terrible. He wants Casca to commit his loyalty to their cause, justified by the stormy heavens. Passage 3. Cassius. I know where I will wear this dagger then, Cassius. From bondage will deliver Cassius, therein yea. Gods you make the weak more strong, therein yea. Gods you tyrants to defeat. Question 1. What were Cassius' fears that make him say that he would kill himself? Cassius fears that if Caesar is crowned, the latter will behave like a tyrant. In that case, the Romans will be treated as slaves, whereas he himself is concerned he will kill himself with the dagger, then submit to slavery. Explain. Cassius from bondage will deliver Cassius. Cassius will in no case submit to Caesar's slavery. He will liberate from any bondage by killing himself. To him, death is honorable to slavery. How have the gods made the weak strong and defeated tyrants? The gods have inspired the weak to stand against the tyrants fearlessly. By taking cudgels against the tyrants, even the weak have defeated the designs of the tyrants. How has Cassius boosted the courage of Casca a little earlier? Cassius is very shrewd. He stirs the spirit of Casca by saying that the strong men of the day have lost their manly qualities and have embraced women's spirits. How has Cassius portrayed himself to be a lover of freedom and a true republican? Cassius has portrayed himself as very courageous, fearless and a lover of liberty, ready to fight for republicanism. He is ready to die for the noble cause. This is passage 4. Cassius. And why should Caesar be a tyrant then? Poor man, I know he would not be a wolf, but that he sees the Romans are but sheep. He were no lion, were not Romans hens. This is passage 4. Question 1. How are the Romans to be blamed for Caesar becoming a tyrant? According to Cassius, the Romans are themselves to be blamed for Caesar's growing powers and the consequent tyranny. Caesar is behaving like a lion because the Romans have become sheep, timid or spineless. How does Cassius show the weakness of the Romans after the extract to raise Caesar to his glory? Cassius tries to emphasize the point that the Romans are like the waste stuff, dirt or refuse, and they deserve to be treated the way Caesar is treating them. Question 3. How does Cassius draw Casca into the conspiracy by playing on the latter's emotions? Cassius is very shrewd and he plays on Casca's emotions by saying that Casca seems to have accepted his bondage. He tauntingly says that he, Cassius, is ready and armed to defend himself, whereas Casca is happy to welcome slavery. How does Casca assure Cassius of his support? Casca assures Cassius of his support by saying that he is a trustworthy friend who is always serious to support a noble and honourable enterprise. How does Cassius instill a sense of encouragement in Casca in joining the conspiracy? Who are the people waiting for them in Pompey's porch? Cassius tries to instill a sense of encouragement in Casca in joining the conspiracy. He assures Casca that he has already ensured the support of the noble and honourable men in this enterprise. These men are waiting for him in Pompey's porch. This is the last passage, passage 5. Cassius, am I not stayed for? Tell me. Cinna, yes you are. O Cassius, if you could but win the noble Brutus to our party. So question 1, what does Cassius give Cinna after the extract? What task does Cassius assign to Cinna? Cassius gives Cinna a paper to be put under Brutus' chair. He gives Cinna another paper to be thrown into Brutus' room through the window. Still another paper to be posted on the statue of Brutus' ancestor. Where is Cinna to go after completing the task? How is Cassius confident about Brutus joining the conspiracy? After having completed the task, Cinna should come to Pompey's porch. Cassius is confident that Brutus has already covered a great path in joining the conspiracy. Why is Casca also keen on Brutus joining the conspiracy? Casca is keen on Brutus joining the conspiracy because his approval and support to their plot will give more sanction and worthiness to their cause. What does Cassius hope for at the end of the scene? Who has Cassius been able to influence so far? What is their common aim? Towards the end of the scene, Cassius becomes hopeful that Brutus' consent is valuable. Cassius has convinced most of the like-minded persons to join the conspiracy with his crafty arguments and in the name of republicanism. How is Brutus convinced to feel that to get rid of Caesar's oppression is worthy? On reading letters in different handwritings, Brutus feels convinced that the enterprise of the conspirators to get rid of Caesar's oppression is worthy to be pursued at any risk. So this is the fifth passage, fifth answer. With this, our question answers video of this Act 1 Scene 3 is completed. Thank you so much for watching and hearing me, and all of you, please do take care till